Okay, this video will show you the cycloid primitive, and here you can see we have a scene open already which has different examples of the different shapes you can make with the cycloid primitive. So the cycloid is found within the built-in primitives, and when you drag it down into the scene tree, this is the shape that you see. So as we go into the cycloid editor, we have a couple of options, and the first one being the shape, which is the epicycloid and the hypocycloid, which it is set to by default. So we can come in here and adjust the corners, and as we take the corners all the way down, we get a triangle. There are 3 corners. If we reset the corners, we have other adjustments below that we can make. We can turn a hole on and then adjust the radius of that hole. We can increase the factor outer, which will change the shape of the outer shape. And then we have a factor inner, which will change the shape of the hole in the middle. We also have a number of petals, so we can increase the number of petals, and we also have a slice here. Now as we increase the slice, you notice nothing's happening, and that's because of our previous settings, so we may need to go back and adjust some of these things in order to see the slice. So now as we take the slice up, you can see how it will slice this shape. So if we reset all of these options here, and we'll go back and change it to epicycloid, and you can see with that we can make a completely different shape here. Again, we can adjust the corners, which will smooth it out or round it out. We also have a hole setting, which we can turn on and off, and then we have a radius setting as well, and as we increase the radius, it increases the hole size. We have a factor outer, which will change the outer shape of this, and then we have a factor inner, which changes the inner shape of it. Again, we have a petals, so we can increase or decrease our petals, and we can also slice this cycloid in half if we need to. Now by default, this is a 2D object, so as you rotate it around, you don't see the back side of it. If you want to see the back side or extrude it to make it a 3D primitive, you can use the extrude function and then just add some type of image and or material on it. And as we rotate it around now, you can see that we turned it into a 3D cycloid as opposed to just a 2D. So there's a lot of different shapes that you can make with this primitive, and by adjusting the various settings within the editor, you can achieve a lot of different looks.